My friends, we have another special tip, trick, how to use hero abilities. Now, a lot of people don't know this, and it really makes a difference. If you don't use your hero ability at the precise time, I'm gonna go through some steps, go through some tricks to know when to use it. Now, if you don't know, first things first, you wanna pop the king ability, you don't wanna wait on the king ability to the last second. What I like to do, if you can remember, and hopefully you can during the raid, about when he's half health, that's the best time to pop his ability because you'll get his full ability. If you wait too long on his ability, he won't get the full ride of his ability. He'll die out. You notice if you see that red bar, he went just under half health, and that's fine too because he still will get the full ability. Look at that. See how his ability's still happening, ability's still there, and he's not dead. You see that? Look at that, still alive, very ending, and then he dies out. That is the perfect time to execute the king. Now, what about the queen? You don't want to execute the queen. A lot of people will be like, oh, she's half health, I gotta pop the ability, No, don't do that. You want to wait till the queen's health is pretty much all the way down to the very lowest possible. You know, you definitely want to wait to the very end. That he popped it because right when his queen locked onto the enemy queen, that's when he popped it. That's another indication. Say you're using your queen to take down the enemy queen, or your king even to take down the enemy queen. Wait, if you can see that they're locking on to the hero or to the CC or whatever, that's a good time to pop that ability because king will lock onto the queen, kill her out with one swipe, boom, she's gone, and then he moves on. Or vice versa with the queen. I think it's 2 hits with the queen and she is toast. 2 hits and she is toast. Actually, let's watch that. How many So here is another attack, my friends. Now, you see my king coming down here? He's coming down to, look when I pop that ability. You see how he had plenty of health left? He was a little bit below half, and that's fine too. He got his full ability, and look on my queen. I wait to the very last second. You see how she goes very down? Look at that. Pretty much not quite the last second. In fact, I could have waited a little bit longer, but I knew it wouldn't have mattered on this raid because after she'd taken down her ability, she'd eventually die out. She couldn't get any more, and I wanted to start my raid early, or my dragons earlier to get that 3 stars. So again, it just depends. Now, when might you use attack? Let's see. The hit on, who did they hit? It was Beast. So again, use the king. Don't wait to the very last second, guys. You won't get his full ability. Queen, there are exceptions. I'm going to show you the exception right now. Now there are exceptions to when you pop abilities. Here's a couple of them. Queen specifically, and we're going to see this one on this raid. If there's a Hound CC or a Golem CC, and you have to, if your queen's full health or half health or any health, and it's coming towards your queen, you need to pop that ability early. And the reason why you pop the ability early, because so she can get down the objective before she locks onto the Hound. Of course, queen will lock onto the Hound when it comes out. So if you're not aware of that, you have to pop the ability early, just like right coming up here soon. Hound is going to be lured right here, and look what he's going to do. He still hasn't popped the ability, just waiting and waiting, but boom, pops the ability to make sure, and he needed to pop it anyway. The queen would have died soon, but look, pop that ability, but if he hadn't popped, if he had waited too long on the ability, or maybe there was a giant or a golem tanking, heck, even if there was a golem in front of the queen and she was full health and she still waited the ability because, well, she's full health, I can't pop the ability, what would have happened was she would not have gotten the enemy queen down or those structures down because the Hound would have come out before she popped the ability, locked onto the Hound, and then it would have been terrible. It would have been all she wrote, Dunskies, over with, bad news indeed. Now, let's talk about the warden ability. When to actually... So again, a lot of times these bases, even at Town Hall 11 and 10, you are seeing Suicide Lalo. In the sense, what that means is you put the king down and queen only. He noticed here, Richard put the ability early on. You don't want to say, look, say he's this low health and you pop his ability, that is a mistake. Say he's this low health and that's when you pop the ability, what's going to happen is because there's so many defenses here, his full ability, which is we'll have to figure out how many, 8 seconds I think, some 10 seconds maybe, will not be used entirely. So you don't want that to happen. And if you do have that happen, you see how that his rage ability just really ended when his life ended. That's the time to do it. And look at this. Saving the queen ability, again, even this works at Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 11, guys, right to the very end. That's when you want to do it. Sometimes on certain raids, you need to wait till she's just a slither because it makes all the difference in the world, especially if, say, you're doing a hit up and you're trying to get to the town hall and you know there's defenses around her. You're just hoping and hoping because when she gets to the town hall, what you want to do is it takes her 5 shots. One full ability on a town hall will not drop it on a Town Hall 11. It will not drop the town hall. She has to get 2 shots after or 2 shots before to get it down. Now, if you have an earthquake, a spell, and you pop her ability, she will get it down. Because she'll pop the ability, she'll take it down, no problem at all. But without that earthquake on the town hall, you're going to be finding that you're going to end up failing. So again, guys, I'm going to be doing a Grand Warden ability tips and tricks. So if you're a Town Hall 11 looking for that, be sure to subscribe and come back for more. Here's the Warden. We'll show him in action later on and how to pop that ability, when to pop it, and that, my friends, is another day in Clashology School. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it, greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Halo out.